So there's some cool ideas for taking mid control in Mirage. And one of the things I like about Mirage as a map is that although it's CT-sided map and it's a fairly CT-sided map, taking mid on Mirage, like taking mid favors the terrorists in a way, just how the map is laid out. And it's really easy for them to use smokes, flashes in conjunction to get up mid really easily. And basically, like, smoking window. Like, the only real places the CTs can play mid from are, like, window, cat, or that corner and connector. And sometimes underpass, but it's hard for them to get underpass. Like, they either have to jump out the window and go underpass or go all the way through B-apps to underpass to get there. So underpass is like a far less likely place for them to be playing. But this is going to be an idea for both a mid to A and a mid to B. So that's why I like mid. It gives you a lot of options on where to go, depending on what the other people on the map are hearing. But anyway, I'll start with the mid to B strat. There's going to be... You can have a few different setups. Like, what I like is to have an A lurker, 2 guys in B apps, and 2 guys going up mid. Or you can just have 3 mid and 2 apps. Those both work. But I don't know. The A lurker's nice because once all the the moment there's going to be a connector smoke coming on, and as soon as the connector smoke pops, the guy who's in can like lurk in palace and he'll pop out and he'll kill the guys that are rotating. So that's nice. But it's good to like change it up whether you lurk in A or whether you send the 5th guy mid, just because if you lurk in A too much, they're gonna catch on that you're doing that and have maybe one guy posted on palace or ramp. So, but anyway. So everybody's gonna have to use a smoke here at some point, but entry fragger throws top mid smoke like this.
I'm throwing smoke.
This blocks the window guy from seeing anything, even if he like jumps on this little ledge here. Blocks him from seeing people crossing over to top mid. So getting top mid is important because that's where we're going to be throwing our window smoke from. The window smokes from T-spawn either require a jump bind or a run throw, and they also like throwing them from T-spawn just takes a really big amount of time because the guy T-spawn then has to come and join his team, and it's wasting time on the window smoke. But if you throw the top mid smoke and you get out mid, but the problem with this is this guy connector can actually see. Like here, I'll throw a smoke again. It's coming to the corner of trash can. Aim at this. It's already in
Smoke.
the other strat video from Mirage. But the window guy can't see you, but this guy can see like a little bit of you. If he comes in this corner, he can actually crouch and see like this much, which is kind of a lot. he can if he has an op, he'll usually be able to pick you off. So the way to remedy this is to throw a connector smoke, but the problem is there's no connector smoke. At least there's no connector smoke that I've found searching the internet, searching databases, that both covers all of connector to the roof and blocks this guy. If anybody knows that, that'd be awesome. Or if anybody can find that, that'd be an awesome smoke, because that'll take care of some of the nuances of the strat that I'm going to describe. But for now, I'm just going to talk about how we can counter this. But as you can see, there's going to be 2 guys. If we're going mid to B, there's going to be 2 guys B apps with smokes, and you can actually smoke connector from B apps. And it's a good smoke for half of what we're trying to do. But you line up the smoke. It has to be close enough right to the wall, but not so close that you hit the wall, and line up a little bit below these telephone wires. It's important that it's a little bit below, because if it goes too high, then it won't get deep enough in a connector. So like this. And as you can see, it gets really high up. I think it gets on the 5th step or the 4th step. So all of connector is blocked, but this guy can still see, and it just turns into a one-way smoke for the counter-terrorists if they're playing in this angle. So, but yeah, we're still gonna use that smoke, like as these guys are, as the guys are going out mid, the guys in B apps, one of them is gonna throw that connector smoke, and the other one's gonna hold this smoke for a little while. To use, I don't know, he can use it to smoke bench, but we'll talk about that in a second. But to go back to dealing with that connector guy, alright, it's kind of going to be a flowchart-like thing, and it's kind of difficult to remember, which is why I would really like for the connector smoke to just cover this guy too. But I don't know one. I can't find one. So, what you can do is you come back here, you aim a flash in between, like you can see there's two metal beams on the telephone pole. You aim in between those, you come all the way against the wall, and you aim in between the beams of the telephone pole, kind of line up with the palm tree, and just throw
I'm
it.
throwing a flashbang.
The pop flashes the guy in connector, but it only pop flashes him if he's playing the more common angle. Like most of the time they play this angle to see the guys coming out mid. Some people will play, like, you'll see if he plays like a tighter angle like this, similar to how to get around the top mid smoke, the flash won't get him. But most people don't play this angle right away. Most of the time they'll see the top mid smoke and then play this angle because they can't see. But nobody really goes to this angle right away, because if you're like in this angle, you can't see the guys. The guys could actually theoretically get up cat, like come out and play a tight angle close to the wall and get up cat, and this guy can't see. So it's kind of like 50-50. But this strat's really adaptable to what the strat basically depends on what that guy in connector is doing, if he's even there. If he's not there, we don't have to worry about any of this stuff. But I say the first time we run the strat, we would kind of ignore that guy, maybe. I don't know. It's like, this is a lot less likely to come up in matchmaking as it is in like a higher level match, but yeah. So once that flashes off, the guy will get pop flashed. Like, he's gonna guarantee get pop flashed. He sees like that much of the flash, it's just gonna pop in his face. And there's gonna be a smoke around him. So the most likely thing he's gonna do is he's gonna just fall back. If he stays, like, it's really unlikely that he's gonna stay, but we're still gonna have to like be wary of somebody who's hiding either in the connector smoke or still in the corner. But if he's not, in the corner and he played in the angle, or he's in the corner and he played in the angle where he doesn't get flashed, you can smoke the angle that he's playing by connecting the boxes with mid like this. That didn't go deep enough, or that was too deep. I think I ran through it instead of just throwing it. But it's kind of similar to the setup. You come against the wall and you just aim like at the top of the boxes.
Smoke!
Whatever. Like, it's good enough. Ideally, it would connect the boxes, but you can get that right later. But the smoke's not going to be necessary 99% of the time anyway. Most of the time, that guy in connector's going to get flashed. He's not going to be there anymore. But once that happens, so the connector smoke will be there. The two guys that are mid, 2 or 3 guys that are mid, will come up mid, and they'll get behind the boxes. And the cat smoke, the top mid smoke, like the one that's right here, will still be there, and the connector smoke will be there, so you can kind of just go and get behind the boxes. And then you're going to smoke. Then they're going to want to smoke window, and smoking window is simple. You come into this corner, you crouch, you aim a little bit to the right of this place where the barrel and the boxes meet, you stand up and you throw it. Easy smoke, no run throw, no jump throw, and it covers all the window. And it's like really hard to mess up. This is important because a lot of time people will mess up their window smoke and leave a gap in either the right or the left, and it'll turn into a one-way smoke for the counter-terrorists. So it's important not to do that, but that's a really simple way to make sure they don't leave a gap in it. So now we got 2 or 3 guys out top mid. and we've kind of dealt with this guy. So some things that you can do, if you think the guy's still hiding in the corner after he got flashed, you can nade him like this.
Grenade.
Or if you want to get deeper in the corner, you just play a little bit of a tighter angle.
Grenade.
And if you want to get it like perfectly in the corner, you come like this.
I'm throwing a grenade.
Okay, those all land in the same place. Where's the... What's the corner one? It's like...
Grenade.
Yeah, there we go. You just kind of aim. You aim a little higher if you want to get it perfectly in the corner.
Smoke.
That was a smoke.
Grenade.
But you get the point. You can like double nade that. You can double nade the corner, and you can like double nade the corner, and then he'll get wrecked. He'll die. If he's there, he'll die. Or you can throw like a little bit more generic nades. Like you can throw them right in the middle connector, like the ones that I showed earlier. But you can double nade him. You can also Molotov him, but the connector smoke will be there. So you got to be careful where you put the Molotov. But if I throw the connector smoke again.
Smoke.
That was actually pretty good. Still left a gap, but it's pretty good. It's not as bad of a gap as it could have been. But
I'm throwing smoke.
so all the smoke's there. You throw a Molotov really similar to the way you threw the corner nade.
Burn.
Okay, that was off the corner.
Throwing fire.
Jesus. Huh. There's a way to do it though. But it's all kind of on the fly. But you can do that just to try and anti-circumvent the guy that's playing connector, because he's the one that's really going to mess up this strat. He's the one that'll really cause problems. But so after all that, it's really easy for you guys to get up cat. If there's no guy in connector, there's nobody like. If there's nobody in that corner connector, they're not going to be able to see you coming up cat. So you should coordinate. You should coordinate your smokes to where this pops, the pop flash comes over, then you get into the corner, or then the guy's smoke connector, the pop flash pops, you get into the corner, you throw the window smoke really quickly.
I'm throwing smoke.
That pops, get up mid, or get up cat, hug the corner. The entry fragger should probably hug the corner here, and the support player can actually throw a support flash for cat
Flashbang.
to pop flash this guy that's like playing like right here, close to cat. Probably throw it a little bit further back.
Throwing a flashbang.
But yeah, that one was a lot better. So this guy playing close to the boxes can just look at flash. So you guys can get up cat, and then you just frag out from there on cat. And the apps guys, the apps guys can throw a couple of smokes, but the only one you really need is like the best smoke you can probably throw is just the one for bench.
Smoke.
And like that guy throws the one for bench, and then you can just get out apps like that way. But you're gonna be wrapping B anyway, so like they'll smoke bench just so they can get out, and then you guys just kind of come in and frag out. You can throw a Molotov for you can throw a Molotov for Van. There's a guy that likes to play. There's a guy that likes to play like under the balcony. But yeah, the apps guys can kind of do whatever they want. It's, I don't know. it's on the fly. It's up to them what they want to, what they feel they should smoke off, Molotov off, things like that. Just make sure to use their nades. The only role that I didn't describe is the B lurker or the A lurker. If he's playing like a good amount of the time, if he's playing with his teammates, he'll be the one that throws the pop flash back here, just so there could be two guys close to the wall, so they can trade the kill if the guy cat somehow doesn't get flashed. But if he's not there, then he's gonna be A, and he can play Palace or ramp. What he should do is post up, looking for like an early A push. So that, and he should listen for, like, I don't know. Ramp's probably a little bit better for him to play. Maybe like right here. And we'll look for the ramp push, because he can still hear the Palace push. But you can also still hear the ramp push from Palace. The only reason why I would say don't play Palace is because it takes longer for you to get back and kill the guy that's coming up, pushing up ramp. Because you really don't want the guy that's pushing up ramp to get behind your teammates that are playing mid or in naps. So, Lurker could probably play somewhere around here, just watching for the ramp push and listening for the Palace push. But once all the shit is going off mid, like his timing to come out is probably a little bit after the connector smoke pops, because there's going to be a lot of shit popping like at mid. There's going to be like the connector smoke popping, which is going to telegraph to the CTs that you're going mid to B. And then there's going to be the window smoke that pops, and there's going to be that pop flashes that are going off. So a lot of shit's happening at mid. And so the guys at B, or the guys at A are going to be like, hey, it's mid to B, we're going to come help you. So that once around that timing is when this guy's going to come out, and he should not throw any nades, because you don't want to give away the position that you're there, because they don't have any idea that you're there at A, unless you kill one of the guys that push. If you kill one of the guys that push, they're going to know you're there, and then you can just join your teammates and go for the 5v4 to mid to B. But if nobody pushes, then definitely this guy should not throw any nades and just kind of walk out and like listen for guys that are running into connector or running around, and still clear the site, because there still could be one guy staying A, and just looking for backstab kills, looking to shoot people in the back, shoot people on the side. But if he's with his teammates mid, like if he gets the early kill from the A push, then he can just join his teammates mid, throw the pop flash for him, and then just uses nades to support his teammates. Like he'll still have a smoke, so he can smoke anything that's necessary. He'll still have either a Molotov or a nade and some flashes, so he can just then support his teammates from there. That's basically the ins and outs of the mid to B. For the mid to A is similar. But you're not going to have connector smoked, but you'll still throw the same top mid smoke.
Smoke!
So for the mid to A, the setup is going to be a B lurker, two guys on this side of A, and two guys mid. The guys at A are going to both play ramp, because they're going to be throwing smokes at A. And the B lurker's job, the B lurker is going to play like somewhere around underpass, and the guys mid are going to do something similar. The B lurker is going to throw the top mid smoke, because his smoke isn't going to be super necessary for the strat.
Smoke!
There's not going to be a connector smoke, so you're going to be super susceptible to this guy connector. So it's really important to throw this flash.
I'm throwing a flashbang.
Or alternatively, what you can do is jump across. Either one works. Like that flash is gonna. The point of that flash is gonna get him in the smoke. So, and he won't have a chance to see it. But yeah, alternatively, you could just jump across, and he won't. Like, let me get the op. And he'll see like your feet as you jump across. But you'll get there. Ideally, you could have like the B guy's gonna be the lurker. The guys that are A are gonna be like entry frag or support rifler. The guys mid are going to be either Opper support rifler or anti-fragger support rifler. If it's an Opper, he can post on cat, or he can post on connector. Wait for the smoke to fade, and then, you know, he can stay at this corner, wait for the smoke to fade, and but the other guy is going to come up, and he's going to, like, he's going to get to the boxes, and he's going to throw the same window smoke. Like, if the Opper decides to stay behind after the smoke pops, and go after the guy that's in connector, then he's got to stay behind this corner until the window smoke pops, because then he'll be exposing himself to window. He won't be behind the box. That's if he wants to do that. So this guy will throw the window smoke.
Smoke!
So this guy's clear connector. Window smoke pops. He comes across. Now, he's going to throw... Now as this is happening, he's going to throw his smoke. Like immediately after that pops, he's going to throw a cat smoke. Where you just aim at the corner. You come into the corner like you're throwing a window smoke, and you aim right here.
I'm throwing smoke.
Like at the corner of that box. And then after that, you just frag out from mid. Now, a big problem with this, like one thing that could really backstab this strat and screw it up, is this guy window, right? 99 times, or 99% of the time, when window gets smoked, he's gonna go jungle, or he's gonna run around. He's gonna go jungle, or he's gonna run around and go connector. Like one of those two things is gonna happen. But what he could also do is jump out the window and come into underpass. This is where the B lurker guy is gonna come in. He's gonna be okay. He's gonna be coming through, and he's gonna the first thing he's gonna do is he's gonna get into B apps, and he's gonna come underpass, and he's gonna watch for a guy jumping out the window and coming underpass, or jumping out the window and trying to kill his teammates mid. But he's gonna post on here for a while, and he's gonna listen for a guy pushing through apps, and as the window gets smoked, he's gonna post on this angle for a little bit, just to watch for the guy that jumps out the window. Because if the guy jumps out the window, he's dead. He's gonna be jumping through a smoke, so he's not gonna really know where he's aiming, and then he's just gonna get surprised by this guy. So this ensures that a guy jumping out the window will be a free frag. But if nobody jumps out the window, where am I? If nobody jumps out the window, he can post on this angle, listen for the B guys, for the CTs pushing through apps. If that happens, he can kind of like turn around and wait for him, or maybe come like right here and wait for him. Just put like a tight angle or something. Alternatively, you can just go underpass with your teammates, because he's going to join his teammates for the mid to A push, and he's going to help his teammates clear connector. Because if there's a guy playing corner connector after the window smoke pops, he can like nade him.
Grenade.
He can Molotov connector. You can get it kind of. I think you can bounce
Throwing
it.
fire.
Should we get that? But you can throw like nades and Molotovs just to clear out the connector. But he's gonna come with his teammates just so they can both like all hit connector at once. And push in to join the teammate today. Last guy in, which will usually be the Opper, should watch behind to see if anybody's running, either jumping through the connector smoke or jumping through the cat smoke, or maybe coming underpass. Because once they're in connector, they don't have, the lurker's not going to be watching underpass anymore. So the order of the guys going in will be the support rifler and the lurker going in first, and the Opper kind of just watching behind for a little while and supporting cat. Now, the A guys will be entry fragger, support rifler. They'll both be ramp. They should both post on ramp for a bit and wait for the push and listen for the palace push, similar to the other strat. But they're going to have smokes, and they're going to be smoking. They're going to be smoking jungle and CT smod. important that you smoke jungle, just jungle, not the yard smoke that connects connector and jungle, because if you smoke that, you're going to be smoking off your teammates coming in through connector. So just jungle. But he's going to wait for his teammates. He's going to try and coordinate with his teammates to where his smokes pop. As soon as these smokes pop and these guys are joining up with the lurker to push in through connector. Like, as soon as these smokes pop and these guys get up mid and through connector is when these smokes should be popping. But
Smoke!
so that
Smoke!
it looks kind of like this. Okay, that was a mess up. That was a huge fuck up. That actually smoked the wrong thing. But yeah, definitely important, because the difference between the yard smoke and the connector smoke, or the difference between the yard smoke and the jungle smoke, is really like minute.
I'm throwing smoke!
It's just the difference of like a few. It's just the difference of a few units left or right.
Smoke!
But these smokes are gonna pop. And these guys are just gonna clear A normally. They're gonna come up ramp. Maybe one of them can Molotov sandwich. Look for that guy. Molotov. One guy Molotov underbelly. Look for that guy, or Molotov. Like Molotov ninja box. That was awesome. But
Molotov!
you can throw his Molotovs like that. Just rain him down. Depending on where the CTs like to play. And then it's just going to be 5 guys hitting A. It's going to be 5 guys hitting A. You're going to have, this stuff's going to be cleared by Molotovs. So it's like, it's just going to be 5 guys against the, at max, 2 or 3 guys playing site. And this spot, like the 2 most common spots for them to play, are going to be smoked off. So it's just going to be a 5 guy A hit. And you can plant probably here. Plant it for ramp. Like you can plant. This is a cool plant just because it's planted for this, 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 and this. So that's probably the ideal plant. Just so all you guys can get into good post plant positions. Basically the idea of the whole strat, though. Timing is key, coordination is key, practicing is key. And yeah, all the rotation spots for the counter-terrorists are going to be smoked off. They're going to be like the only way the places the counter-terrorists try and come from B when they're trying to rotate, they're going to come cat. It's going to be smoked. They're going to be like, okay, I'm going to go ladder him. They're going to break the vent, and they're going to be like, well, there's nobody going to be mid anymore, so watching me win is pointless. He's going to come jungle's going to be smoked off. The guys, he can go join his teammates coming from market, and they're going to go CT, and it's going to be smoked off. So it's just a disaster for them trying to retake it. They honestly have to, like, the best place for them to retake it is through connector, because it's at least it's not going to be smoked. But they're going to come up, like, say they come upstairs, and they're gonna get hit by this nasty crossfire from Palace, ramp, CT spawn, Tetris. Like, it's just gonna be a mess for them to try and retake this. And plus, it's like they gotta come here to try and defuse it, so they gotta just have their face in the box, or either looking at places where there's not gonna be no terrorists in the post plant. They gotta look this way, or stare into the box in order to defuse it. So they can't like defuse it and gun out in any relevant position. You know, they can't defuse it like this, and they certainly can't defuse it like this. So it's gonna be a mess for the CTs to try and retake it. Let's see. That's pretty much it. That's the ins and outs of the strat. Let me know what you guys think, and hopefully we can practice this soon.